你好，祝你有美好的一天。这就是频道 Celebrity News Today 247。这是今天的新闻。
Xiao Zhan broke the circle record. He opened a new chapter in his career and reached a moment of glory alone. Ace Force passed the review. Jade Bone Yao was selected into the 22-year Goose Factory film list. Remains of Life was returned by Shaanxi Satellite TV, and Xiao Zhan's 3 major dramas to be broadcast have been included in the expectation list. They are military, Shen Xiao, youth. Different themes, after the news is confirmed, still set off a wave on the internet. The sinister world and the mixed entertainment workplace finally saw the so-called dawn. The Vanity Fair, which everyone hates, has begun to be kind to talented artists. On the platform, there was another wave. The good fortune belongs to the positive energy young Xiao Zhan one after another. In November, the film and television circle added joy. He blazed a trail and reached the top with a benevolent heart. Everything is expected. There is a sunny sky above the clear sky, and there will be timely rain after the fog has cleared and the clouds have cleared. In the misty journey of life, there is no more sadness. The man who came out of life from an exhausted life throws away his chaotic emotions, stays in the world with his thoughts, conveys a large area of new culture, and starts a century-class carnival at the end of the year. Forward, the studio updated new kite, flying photos and vlogs, personal short video updates to play lightsaber cross, dressing fashion dress. Business partners cast a sincere vision to show their intention to cooperate. Old friends frequently broadcast new materials. New friends change their endorsement title. High luxury resources are next to each other. Li Ning, Bazading, Yida, Joyoung, Gucci and other brands give away new materials. In addition, at the most exciting moment, many criminal cases ended. It's really the mountains and rivers are nowhere to be doubted, and the willows are in the dark and the flowers are in another village. In the end, they reap endless wealth. There was joy and elation on Xiao Zhan's face. He set a precedent, a little bit towards the end, where the sun is shining and the spring is bright. From the increasingly frustrated ninja to the pioneer who takes on one side, he lives with spine and responsibility. Standing up like a strong man, straight to the top of the peak. On the 29th, Liu Shan officially warmed up the new spokesperson. A new era opened, and an old era has disappeared. It's time to turn a blind eye. Time rewrites a period of growth, and quietly creates a new image. Tomorrow, Xiao Zhan's 26th endorsement in the 21st year. Liu Shanwalu Shui may be a new milestone. After so many denials and beatings, I was moved from the sky. Vaguely remember, at the beginning of the year, Duluo Dalu was aired and praised by the official media and paper media. Indeed, this drama opened the door to an alternative to fantasy themes. He escaped the Rashomon in the circle from the lonely alley and used strategy to repel the snipers behind the scenes. When the mountains and rivers are exhausted, try to find the way. In the exhausted years, only by letting the situation go, making all-out efforts on the wall of the years, and reaching the far place you want to go, can you become more and more glorious. Get rid of those flashy things one by one. 1. Partridge, The Vicissitudes of Life. The world is like a book, forget the sadness. Improve the view of pattern and reach the moment of glory alone. The sad guest Xiao Zhan has a special past, a strong heart, and a courage different from ordinary people. This energetic young man who is loved by the people is low-key and simple, thrifty. Do not lose the temperament of literature. Motivated and pragmatic, alleviates stress in a diverse environment based on consideration for others. As for the abuser, the rumor spreader ignored them. In a short period of time, he has developed an ability to resist pressure, and walked into a wider wilderness with a perseverance mentality. Meditate, close your eyes and rest your mind. He won praise for his pure and simple concept of life, and unhesitatingly tore down the fig leaf of the entertainment circle, so that negative energy activists were willing to be punished. Xiao Zhan, 29, no more hesitation, no longer influenced by some ugly literature. Rely on perseverance and careful and subtle spirit to stand firm and stand on the ground. From the artistic crowd, the film and television scenes stand out. Coolly tear away the indifference and innuendo evaluation. When you meet ignorant people with low quality and low moral consciousness, Try your best to stay away. In an empty field, refine the essence to make emotions fuller. As a performer, a suitor, we have seen great changes from the decent young man Xiao Zhan. In November, wave after wave of new surprises and heart-warming previews, as if to tell everyone, another meaning of suffering. The more localized the explanation, the more convincing. By the end of the year, everyone noticed new news from all corners of the country, indicating that the situation has changed. Stop talking nonsense and belittle it, and weave some fakes with low credibility. Although very annoyed, overbearing is to give people who have no sense of boundaries a chance to cause chaos. However, Xiao Zhan, who resisted fiercely and faithfully, got rid of the trough and was unwilling to become a pawn in the hands of capital. He has to be brave before he can take the lead, break the circle record, and then go out of the circle as a role and win overseas awards. Full of righteousness, the chivalrous young man smiled and covered the painful state of his eyes. The old and new endorsements made an exception, sharing new fashions one after another, and almost wrote the word love on the face. Because I know the difficulty of the road and the power of suffering, I cherish every chance encounter. Prior to this, Xiao Zhan was an aspiring young man from an ordinary family. He was doing charity work during college and caring for children with autism. Entrepreneurship, design and posters, dedicated to the campus cause, never thought about what it's like to go through thorns, cross detours, and grow gully. Ever since I started in the show business, I have not only been able to dance and socialize, but I also have to be defensive too. Break through the cauldron and climb into the jungle. If you understand the world, you will know that the road is rugged. Don't be washed away by idolization labels. People must have a long-term plan to see the mountains and small mountains. Talent and ability are the capital for a person's promotion in the industry, as well as the key to opportunity. Different workplaces have different difficulties. Take it right, sink your heart. If you don't fight back, don't consume personal strength, don't stick to the rules, focus on a topic and make progress slowly, you will have the stamina to charge and fall into the battlefield. When we fall too hard, at a loss, and have no chance of jumping out, we should focus on the moment and not swing around. Ensure long-term thinking and the energy to thrive. In this age of human relationships, where people say things like things, and those who are drifting in the wind, don't be tempted by some superficial things. To truly look away is not to forgive. Don't complain, don't be angry. Just like Xiao Zhan, who surpasses his peers and knows how to design, sing, and perform. His counterattack responds to that sentence. He wants to hold back the changes in the world, always has his shortcomings and accommodates his opponent's faults. In the mood of communication, the fuller the feelings, the more affectionate, the more thorough understanding, and the more you can understand the importance of connections. I don't like to accumulate little to make more. This way of doing things will surely make great things. Even if there is more confusion, there will always be new solutions. Because life has always been based on happiness and sorrow, and step by step, you will have a good opportunity to see the beautiful scenery. In a sense, to be cautious, he straightened his back in a difficult situation and made Xiao Zhan with a solid spine brew a miracle and possess a classic fragment. Selflessness in the bones, the self-confidence emerging on the face, and the moment of worship, set up a blueprint for looking forward to the future. Looking at it this way, Xiao Zhan opened a new chapter in his career, belittled the inside story of the ruthless world and the clown disrupting the situation in the cold world. After conquering the ills of the circle, Wei Wuxian rushed to make him halo all night, but instead of showing pride, he was humble. No one knows how he got rid of the 227 incident, how he grew up stubbornly, looked at the sentiments of the masses, and went further. So, the normal heart is the simplest. It can talk about it and walk on the right path with a gentle tone. This is really comfortable. There is no need to look forward and backward, and think about it. When the two words top stream are real to give Xiao Zhan a new mission, the washing of destiny inspires him and ignites his fighting spirit. From the examples of those who have experienced failures, one can understand the hardships of life in turn. 3. Summary. It is difficult to survive on an isolated island, and sooner or later, those who shine will be cared for. Life has purified too much sorrow, and unknowingly find a place to talk about the loss of you and me in my youth. In this process, the back and forth taste is the experience, and repeated perception is to deepen the memory.